Hi everyone, once again welcome back to my channel. I hope you people are doing good. So in today's video, we are going to see 4-month strategy for UPSC CSE 2022 prelims. I know many of you may be thinking that is it possible to crack UPSC prelims in 4 months? So for this my answer is yes. If you have dedication and if you have already a grip on patterns, subjects and marks and each and every detail of the exam, it is definitely possible for you to crack prelims in 4 months. So for this, the first thing you are supposed to do is you have to be aware of the syllabus of prelims. Like you must know what topic should be read from each and every subject, and you have to know which subject should be given more importance, and you should also understand each and every keyword that is given in the syllabus. So once you understand the syllabus, the next thing you are supposed to do is you have to analyze your previous year questions. So when you analyze your previous year questions, you will understand how questions are being framed and what is the weightage of each and every subject in the exam. And you should also know the relevance of current affairs, and you should also understand which subjects are getting more importance. So once you have done with the syllabus and previous year question papers, then you have to do a smart work. That is, you have to invest your time on maximum marks gaining subjects. That is, you have to follow maximum return on investment strategy. That is, you have to get maximum benefit from that subject which you are reading with minimum amount of time you have invested for that subject for preparation. So for this, what you have to do is you have to make a subject wise strategy. That is, you have to first understand the trend of UPSC. That is, you have to understand for each subject how many questions are asked in each and every year. That is, if you see history, in 2001 we got 14 questions, in 2020 we got 19 questions, and in 2019 we got 16 questions, in 2018 we got 21 questions, and in 2017 we got 14 questions. So on an average every year we are getting nearly 13 to 15 questions, right? So try to understand the weightage of each subject, and once you understand the weightage and once you have calculated the weightage, you have to follow a strategy. Like, you have to first study high scoring subjects, and once you finish high scoring subject, then you have to keep on revising that subject. Like for example, here if you see the trend, here current affairs is getting more weightage. So for this, what you have to do, first you have to finish your current affairs with other subjects. Like, first you have to complete your current affairs, followed by polity, then history, then environment and ecology, then economy, then geography, and last but not least, science and technology. So once you have finished the subjects in order manner, it will be easy for you to answer the questions in mocks. Like, first you have to read polity. In polity, what you have to do is you have to select one book, that is Lakshmikant. You have to read each and every chapter from Lakshmikant for 3 to 4 times. So once you finished reading 3 to 4 times of Lakshmikant, then if you attend mock test or if you go through previous year question papers, if you solve them, it will be very helpful and it will be very easy for you to get good marks. So try to follow a subject wise strategy, and try to follow high scoring subjects first, and after that read another subject. So once you have done with polity, the next thing you have to do is you have to go through history. And for history, you can go through old NCRTs for ancient and medieval history, and you can read modern history spectrum book, that is A Brief History of Modern India Spectrum. This book you can refer for modern history. So when you are reading for history, try to cover first modern history, because modern history has more weightage in films. So first finish modern history, then go through ancient and medieval. After that, go through art and culture. And after history, you can read environment and ecology. And for this environment and ecology, you can refer current affairs. And if you are thorough with current affairs, it is okay. If you are not good at this subject, then you can go through Shankar IAS, and in Shankar IAS also you have to go through selective reading. So once you have finished environment ecology, then you can go for economy. That is, you can read 11th and 12th NCRTs, and once you are thorough with 11th and 12th NCRTs, then just go through the gist of economic survey and budget. This economic survey and budget will be very helpful, and most of the questions are asked from this. So try to read both. And after finishing economy, you can go through geography. In geography also, try to read 11th and 12th ncrts, and after finishing 11th and 12th ncrts, go through the atlas. Try to practice maps, try to identify the places, and try to read each and every topic that you are studying from geography through atlas. It will be easy for you to understand the concepts. So once you have finished geography, the last thing you are supposed to do is you have to read science and technology. And for this science and technology, current affairs is necessary, sufficient. So if you read current affairs, science and technology portion will also be completed. So for all this, what you have to do is you have to read current affairs from 1 to 1.5. That is, you can read current affairs from January 2021 to May 2022. If you feel like you don't have time, then you can reduce it. You can read from May 2021 to May 2022. So this is how you are supposed to make a subject wise strategy. And after making a subject wise strategy, the next thing you're supposed to do is you have to manage your time. Like generally aspirants read for 12 to 18 months, and now if you are preparing from scratch, and if you have only 4 to 5 months of time, then what you have to do is you have to give daily 10 to 12 hours of time for preparation. And in this 10 to 12 hours, you have to divide your entire day into 3 to 4 slots. So when you divide your entire day into slots, you try to allocate one slot for one particular subject. Like try to finish current affairs in 2 hours, and then after 2 hours give another 2 to 3 hours for gs papers, 1 hour for revision, 1 hour for csat practice. So try to divide your day into 3 to 4 slot and manage that time for each and every subject. So this is how you have to manage your time. And once you have finished all your uh, syllabus, and once you have finished your target for that day, at the end of the day you have to revise whatever you have learned. So revision is very important at this stage, and if you keep on revising single book multiple times, then it will be easy for you to crack prelims. So try to revise each and every topic that you have learned every day. Last but not least, after finishing your certain part of syllabus, that is after finishing 30 to 40% of your syllabus, try to attend mock test. So don't wait till the end. Like some people will at- attend mocks on at the last 10 to 20 days. So in my opinion, attending mock test last 10 to 20 days is not that good. So try to attend mocks when you have finished your 30 to 40% of the syllabus. And after finishing your mock test, then try to rectify your mistakes, and try to improve that mistakes, so that what happens, you will be able to perform good in the examination. So this is how you have to formulate a strategy. And remember one thing, every individual has their own strategy. So this is just a basic idea. And here also I'm going to tell you one thing, that to make your work easy, daily I'm posting mind maps of polity, and I will also post for other subject also. So after finishing your syllabus, after completing your syllabus, try to just have a glance at that mind map, so that it will be easy for you to make revisions. So the link for those mind maps will be given in the description box below. Please go and watch it. I think I have made clear for all your doubts, and I have given a basic idea on how to make a plan for this 4 months. I hope you have liked this video. If you like it, please like, share and subscribe to my channel, and thanks for watching.